Let's talk about doing a good Americana so that when they counter, you know, they're countering a good one, right? So first thing, you got to get their hands up a little higher by their head like this. The perfect time to do an Americana is when he's doing a kind of a boxing hand position like that, right? So if his elbows are down, you attack the neck. And the simplest is just a single hand choke. He has to grab that. I can use that to slide up. You can put your hand in here and just put weight on it. Anything you do to get their hands up, okay? And he's in a position like that. Now some guys will go elbow and wrist and then they'll stand up and they'll put weight on it, but fight me here, Liam. Even though I'm bigger than Liam, that's still hard, right? It's a hard thing to get. That's why a lot of people think Americana is more of a big person's move. It's not. You just have to attack it a different way. I'm going to use my elbow. Okay, so I want to get up underneath his elbows. That's important. You have to be sitting higher up in middle mount. And then elbow first. It's like I'm going to elbow him in the throat. And my elbow comes down to the ground. Okay? I'll go through it, then I'll have Liam do it to me. So it's like that. Okay? Once that goes down, this hand will catch because he's going to want to extend it to get it out. And this one comes around and then I curl my wrists. Okay? And now with my head, I don't want to look down. If I look at him, three things can happen. One, he can start scratching my face or messing with my face with his other hand. Use your other hand, yeah, which would be common. Just grab my head or something. Yeah. Two, I'm off balance. So try and roll me towards your arm. It's easier for him to roll me. And three, if he does start to roll me and my head hits, what's going to happen is I'm going to roll up on my neck, which can't go very far, and then he'll get on top. Okay, so for my base, to protect my face and to maintain base, right, as I attack him, my head is up and I look away. Right? Now bridge this way. Much harder for him to bridge, right? And if I do, I can post like this if I need to. Okay? Now some guys will bump to bring this elbow in, which is a good escape. And so that's why I like to get my bicep connected up against his tricep. So there's no space there, right? And this is here, okay? And then if he's really being squirmy, I just shift my weight like a universal sprawl. I put my weight on his right side. Now bump. He can't go anywhere. And then very slowly, you paint the mat with the back of his hand like it's a paintbrush, bringing it down. You know, Liam's actually pretty flexible. So when you do it this way with your wrists tight, just a very little bit of pressure will do it. Okay? Liam's mounted. Gotta get my hands up. Hands come up. Attack elbow first. Good. Go back. See, even if I try and hold it up, go. Yeah, it's good. Now catch underneath. Now curl your wrist. Good. As soon as he curls his wrist, I'm almost ready to tap. Right? Don't curl your wrist. It's much easier for me to move around, and I have more room. And I'll tighten everything up. Yeah, I'm already ready to tap. Now look up and away. Good. Look at me. Good. We'll go back. Now do it again. Now look away. Okay. See that? With his head up, especially head up. Very difficult for me to bump him and get my elbow out, and now slowly paint the mat with my hand. That's all it takes. Okay. That's a good Americana. It'll be hard for people to counter. We're going to counter. I'm going to show you how to counter, but let's make sure we can do that back and forth to each other. Okay, go ahead. If you have questions, I'll come help you. Let's do a quick round of getting that submission, and then we'll counter. And it's very difficult to hunt one submission. You have to be a higher level of jiu-jitsu to do it. If you're a higher level than your opponent, then you can pick what you want to break, and then you can break it. But if they're at the same level or equivalent to you, you have to capitalize on their mistakes. You can't expect that you're just going to go after one thing. So usually you have to string a couple things together, right? When you counter something, that opens up the door, always opens up the door for something else. So Americana, you know, we could counter very simple, couple simple things. An arm triangle is a great one, and I want to get into that. But if I start that tonight, because it's a little more subtle, the mechanics behind getting people to tap efficiently will take a little while longer to learn. So instead, we're just going to go with two simple ones that makes them really well. Single hand choke, right? Which is always great. And when he pushes it off, right, he's going to push it that way because of how grips break, right? If he pushes this way, my fingers are in the way. Yeah. So it's always going to go that direction. I want to move my body and trap his elbow. Right? We've done this before in class. You guys know this, right? So when he goes, I don't want to use my arm. Pull your elbow back. And just battle that, right? As soon as you push my arm up, I drop my body. Now pull your arm back. Then I reach underneath, and now we've got the gift wrap. That's one. Gift wrapping, we'll just call it good. That's something you're hunting, okay? Second one, I go here, he starts to bring that up, and we can start to use that to attack either way with my elbows. So I'm just bringing his hands up, here, get that arm back, pull that one back. There's the Americana, right? And so it starts to go. I go here, he starts to worry about that one. Oh, here's this one now. So you're just kind of alternating. Choke, here, choke, Americana, choke, Americana. I go for the Americana, he starts to grab it and push it back. I go for the gift wrap. Right? Just play with it a little bit, you guys get a feel for it. Stay in middle mount. So you're just underneath the elbows. He can try a little bit to bridge, try and bridge and escape just to make sure I have good base, right? And just practice attacking. Practice mixing it up, right? Coming up with these different combinations and alternating between the Americana, the choke, and your gift wrap. Just for about a minute, and you guys will find some good combinations for yourselves, okay? Go ahead. I'll tell you when to switch. This is something, before you switch it over, something to keep in mind, right? If I'm mounted, and Todd's elbows are down here, right? I'm not going to do anything with his arms. The only thing I'm going to do from here is attack his neck, okay? And this is not attacking the neck. If you're going to attack the neck, you got to put weight into it, right? So I'm either going to drop down into a low mount and start to go here, or if I go here, it's weight. Yes, that brings the hands up. Now I climb. And now I get underneath the elbows. I'm high enough where I feel like I might go for this. I don't feel comfortable here. So I get a little higher, right? Attack the neck again. If you had a gi on, I would use the gi. Without a gi, you can just use the blade of your hand. But it's not enough for me just to do that. He's a tough competitor. Just tuck your chin and they'll just sit there with you and hold them out, right? So you put your hand here and then I put weight on it. There we go. You've got to make them respond with your body weight. It's totally legal. There's nothing dirty about doing that in the sport, right? Now, I can start to look to attack his arms or go after him. As long as I get underneath the elbows, right? This is where you want to be. And again, the stronger they are, the higher you have to climb. And now I have more leverage, right? The bigger and stronger they are, the more you need to be up underneath their elbows, the more you need to get their elbows separated from their rib cage. That's how it works. So that's the game, okay? And if he gets his elbows back down, then we go back after the neck. And that's how you attack people from mount. Make sense? Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell for frequent updates because we're updating this every week. And make sure you comment and like and share our videos. We appreciate it and we definitely try and respond to all the comments. And if you like what we're doing and you like the material, check out SBG University, SBGU, and you're going to see a ton more in much greater depth than what you see here on YouTube. Thank you very much.